What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. All right, guys, a little bit shorter video today. I know a lot of people are switching to Sublocade from Suboxone, and I keep getting comments here and there asking about the website that I referred to help with getting basically financial support with paying for the Sublocade shot. So let's go ahead and start off first talking about people who don't have any insurance at all. So if you're a cash pay kind of person and you're not, let's just say you're more wealthy, right? Like you could afford the $1,500 shot, whatever it is. I think it ranges between like $1,300 and $1,700 from everything that I've heard. You might just be able to afford that, and that might not be a big deal for you to get, if you don't have insurance, and that's okay. You can do that. Another thing you could possibly ask your provider, and I don't think this would happen very often, but at my place, it seemed like they would be willing to do this. They said that they could possibly give me their cost on the medication, on the cash cost of the medication, which was something like $800 or $900, and the shots were a little bit differently priced as well. They told me so. I don't think a lot of doctors' offices are going to want to be giving you their cost on a medication. But you could ask your doctor if that's something that they might consider doing. Because if you're paying for their service to be seen by them and having the drug administered, there's like nursing injection fee and stuff like that. They can make some money off of it that way. Maybe they're willing to give you a break on the cost of the medication. I wouldn't really count on that, but it's something that you guys could ask your doctor. Okay. So that's one thing. Another thing, if you're totally unemployed, if you don't have any income, you can likely get on your state insurance free of charge, guys. So look into this. I'm trying to remember the names of it. It's something like it. I think it's different name for each state, right? So look into the state insurance. If you're not working, if you're between jobs for a while, you can likely get put on state insurance free of charge, and they will pay for your Sublocade shot more than likely 100%. Okay, so look into that. Now, if you have insurance, guys, your doctor will put in the. You can actually call your insurance. Okay, ask them about the Sublocade shot. What percentage of the medication do they cover? And it seems like a lot of people, it's somewhere maybe around half or more. If you have really good insurance, they'll probably pay for the whole thing. If they tell you, we cover X amount, so that means the patient is going to be responsible for X amount. Let's just say in your example, they're willing to pay for half of the medication and then you're supposed to pay the other half. What you could do is go to the website that I always talk about, guys. It's www.insupport, just like it sounds, IN support, spell it out, insupport.com. And basically that's a Sublocade. It's kind of like a Sublocade insurance copay type of thing, right? Let me try to reword that. So it's basically what happens, and I've heard a lot of people say that this worked. Okay, so I know that this is helping people and saving a lot of you money on these Sublocade shots. So basically, they're willing to pay for the remaining amount of what your insurance won't pay. And I have heard back feedback from many of you who this worked for, and then this is going to make your Sublocade free. Okay, so don't think just because your insurance is only going to pay for half of it that you have to pay for the other half. Try this website I'm talking about, www.insupport.com, and report back to me and let me know, did it work for you? Did they only cover X amount of dollars? Let us know so we can keep this information going forward. But so far, I've heard nothing but good things about this website, okay? And them covering the remaining costs. I think there's 4 different people now that I've talked to on my channel alone who have switched to Sublocade after seeing my experience, and they all said the same thing, that it paid for the remaining amount of the shot. So this can save you a ton of money. So I really believe those are the ways to do it, guys. I know that the shot is expensive if you're just paying retail price, somewhere between $1,300 and $1,700 per shot. Some things that you can do to help if you're having to pay these out-of-pocket costs, or you're having to pay for half of the insurance costs. things you can do, guys. Talk to your doctor about this, because this is what my doctor is allowing me to do, and this has worked for me so far. And I'm going to continue testing and trying to push my shot out to see where's the drop off at. Is there a drop off? You guys have seen that I've been pushing out my Sublocade shot further and further with each shot, right? My last shot, I waited 6 weeks. It was no issue at all. I didn't feel any big drop off. I had zero type of withdrawal symptoms. It was no big deal at all. So this time I'm going at least 8 weeks, possibly up to 9 weeks on this shot. And this might be my last shot, guys. More than likely, it probably will be my last shot. So this shot's gonna be between 8 and 9 weeks from my last 100 milligram shot. So as you can tell, I'm tapering myself by spacing out the doses, and I'm reporting back to you guys what you could expect if you do that. So think about it, guys. If you're having to pay cash, and you're having to pay, let's just say worst case scenario, $1,700 a month, right? If I tell you guys that you don't have to go in every month, now you could space this shot out 2 months. That just saved you $1,700, right? Because why keep going in if you don't have to? If you understand how the medication works and you understand the half-life of the medication, I honestly don't see a need to go in every 30 days on the dot, unless you are getting steady at first with it, right? I would say the first 1, 2 to maybe 3 shots, depending on how you're feeling, right? Most people, once they get their second shot, they're good to go. And in my opinion, I reached steady state after having my second shot. From then on, and I was good to go. The first month was maybe a little hairy, and I'm sure a lot of that is mostly psychological, because I was unfamiliar with the medication, right? But as soon as I got my second shot, I felt totally good to go from then on out. So if you are able to push yourself 8 weeks between shots, that's going to save you $1,700, every 2 months, because you didn't have to get the shot in between. Another thing that you could do is you could take the higher shot. You could take the 300 milligram shot. If this fits into your dosing plan with your doctor, right? You could take the higher shot, and that's going to last you even longer, guys. The 300 milligram shot should last you many months. I can literally physically feel the 100 milligram shot in my stomach for nearly 3 months, guys. So if I had the 300 milligram shot in there, based upon my guesstimations here, and I'm not a doctor and this isn't medical advice, as you guys know, but I would think that you would physically feel the 300 milligram shot for probably 5 to 6 months. You could feel it there in your stomach, right? And what that means is you're still being supplied with buprenorphine. It's probably not going to be the super high levels that you were getting when it was the full 300 in your stomach, but you're not going to be going into withdrawal more than likely, okay, for many, many months after you take that bigger shot. So yeah, guys, you might find some different ways to stretch the shots out longer. If you're doing cash pay, I would personally, if I was doing cash pay, I would probably go in every 2 months for a 100 milligram shot, and I would feel totally confident in not worrying about withdrawal of any sort in between those 2 months. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get my 5th shot. And I will let you guys know, obviously, how it went spacing my dose out that long. So hopefully this helps some of you considering the Sublocade shot. I know in the future years, there's going to be a generic form of this medication coming out. And I'm really thinking that this is going to make this medication very cheap for us all to be on if you wanted to stay on it. So it's probably going to be a couple years before the generic comes out, guys, because Sublocade does own the rights to the current version of the medication, and I believe it's for 7 years once they created it. And I think that it's been available for like 4 years, 5 years at this point, something like that, guys. I might be off a little bit. So I think we got a couple more years to go until the generic version of Sublocade can come out. But I have heard different people say that there are different medications similar to this on trial right now. So just stay tuned in this channel, guys, and I'll keep you updated with anything I hear going forward. So yeah, guys, look for us on the normal Wednesday live streams, and we've also been doing Sunday live streams as well, Sunday night live streams during the Sunday night football game. So hope to catch you guys on a live stream soon, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.